All right, boys, so let's get started on pulling this thing apart. I do have the other pistons. I'm going to go with the Gen 4 pistons and rods again, just to see what we can do with those. So, I know a lot of people have good luck with them, and I still kind of want to test them a little bit more. I know they work, but I feel like I had a short run on the other one, so we're going to try that again. And I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the heads off. I don't think I'm going to tear this thing completely down. I don't even know if I'm going to pull like the front timing cover off or anything. I think I'm just going to pull the heads, pull the pan just enough to get the pistons out. This is the head I already had off. So you'll see when I pull it off, I just kind of flop the rings inside the bores. Just because I knew I was just trying to get it out of the way. I don't think I'm seeing anything weird, and I think there might have been some misunderstanding when I was talking about the knock sensor seals on the last video. So for clarification, I'm not saying that the seals were necessarily what was causing the leak. Yes, I know that it was the cracked piston causing the extra crank pressure, but what I'm saying is I think that was obviously the path of least resistance for the oil vapor and the pressure to leak out of, aside from the valve cover openings. So those things were cracked a little bit, and I haven't seen anything else that looks even remotely weird. So if you guys got any other ideas, let me know, but that's my thought on it. Is those seals were not perfect, and the extra pressure was just kind of pushing up. Oh man, these are like really tight. What's going on here? If I overdo this, or is this wrench just too small, or I didn't have my Wheaties today? Probably over tightened them. I don't know. I got kind of a late start today, guys. Today's my day off, and I took the extra time to kind of not do anything. So it's like 5 o'clock right now at night, and I'm just getting started. These are tight. That one's loose. I think these are all going to be loose already. Yeah. So I do have my diff got here, or not my diff. Yeah, my other diff and the transfer case showed up. So that's good. I do have a guy somewhat local to me that has a front drive shaft. I'll probably have to have that drive shaft modified. But other than that, it should start to fall together pretty quick. Alright, so here's what the passenger side looks like. Everything looks pretty decent. I'll pull it all out and check everything, make sure everything still seems fine, but we'll pull all of them out and check them. I did use that copper seal shit. I don't know if I like using that stuff, but gaskets were kind of hard to get off, but I don't know. I didn't have any issues with it. It was just kind of a little bit more difficult taking it out, and probably a little bit more cleaning now. Trying to get the head back on, but we'll see. I'm going to pull these pistons out. We'll check them out. So now I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to go from front to the back of the engine, pull the pistons and rods out, and then lay the bearings down. I'm going to check the bearings, but I'm most likely going to be reusing these because I'm sure they're all going to be fine because they're pretty new. But let's start going through and doing that. Give these things a little hone. Alright, and this is how I'm doing it. Just going through with towels over the crank, and it did put some oil in the cylinder beforehand. So I'm going to wipe these things out, and we'll see what the crosshatch looks like. Still got to do these with the towel, still got to dry these out, but this one's dry, wiped out clean. This one's clean. So they look pretty decent. And as I'm doing this, I'm just kind of starting from the bottom and then kind of wiping upward to get as much of this dirty oil and stuff out of there as I can. And then I'll start to swirl it around, but still pulling the towel up and away so it's not going to drop anything down. I don't think it's not like I'm really going to have a bunch of loose flakes because it was all wet anyways, but just to be safe, just kind of going around and pulling everything up as much as I can, and then going around making sure I get all the dust off, or dirt I should say. It's not really dust because it's mixed with oil. Alright, so there's all four. Alright, so driver's side is done now. Looks pretty good for the most part, but there are a couple score lines in there that didn't really come out with the hone. I can feel them when I go over them with a fingernail, but they don't really catch. Like my nail doesn't really catch on them. I can just see them and kind of feel them a little bit. So kind of glad I'm not really putting a whole lot of time or money into this block. This is the one that's cracked. A little ear broke off there, but I ran it like a while like that. So kind of glad I'm not really going with a decent set of pistons and, I don't know, honing or boring this thing out. Doesn't really make sense to me. We'll push this one, and then, I don't know, next time we break it, maybe we'll just go with a new one, different one. Try a 5.3 or a 4.8 in the truck or something. So that's where we're at tonight. I'm gonna just finish cleaning off the gasket surfaces and wiping all the oil off and cleaning it. And then I'll start to put the pistons in and stuff. But that's kind of where we're at today. I think we're gonna end it here for now. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.